Hello everybody out there on YouTube. Hey, I just wanted to share a few of my thoughts with you about reparations. And I wanted to kind of talk about the fact that black Americans don't really need a hand up or a hand out. What they need to do is take personal responsibility, teach their kids how to better themselves from now and into the future. We're looking at an issue that's been around for quite a long time, but the Democrats are beginning to bring this issue up again because they're pandering to the blacks for votes. So let me express a few views that I think are very important when it comes to reparations. And I'll start out by saying that in 2007, much like today, liberals were demonizing the president and looking at shoring up the base for the next major election. An issue dragged out of the political closet was the notion of paying reparations to blacks, now for slavery that dates back to before America's founding. Here they go again. The vehicle then, as today, is a bill to set up a commission for studying the idea of a national apology for slavery and post-Civil War segregation, as well as a possible taxpayer support for reparations payments to black Americans. Back then, the bill was sponsored by Michigan Representative John Conyers. This year, because Conyers has resigned due to allegations of sexual misconduct, Texas Representative Sheila Jackson Lee is carrying the torch for reparations with the apparent blessings of Speaker Nancy Pelosi. Several liberal presidential contenders also recently weighed in on the issue, favoring reparations. And we all know that behind this is a reach out for the votes of the black community. It is significant that the congressional hearing for Jackson Lee's House Resolution 40 was held on June 19th, a date known as Juneteenth. It is the anniversary of when blacks in Texas first learned about the end of the Civil War, the Emancipation Proclamation, and their freedom. It is now celebrated nationwide to commemorate the end of black enslavement in America. It is also a day when black Americans are supposed to celebrate opportunity and self-determination, values prized by those newly freed slaves in Texas. It is ironic that blacks are still calling for reparations in 2019 and using Juneteenth as a day to do so. We have had many opportunities to put ourselves on equal footings with other Americans and to pursue the American dream, but too many blacks have failed to do so. We have failed after the Civil War, during the Civil War era, and with LBJ's implementation of the Great Society and welfare initiatives. Those were supposed to be revitalizing times for blacks, yet in the last case, welfare only increased dependence and destroyed families. So what happened? Over the years, black leaders failed to bring their communities to prosperity by promoting and teaching sound principles for economic growth. They also failed to help people utilize the resources that are available to every American regardless of their ethnic background. It is said that one reason LBJ built the modern welfare state was to help secure black votes for his party. As such, ill-conceived policies actually caused more poverty in the black community. It caused more blacks to look for a handout rather than to seek a hand up through self-determination and entrepreneurship. It essentially made the black community increasingly dependent upon the Democratic Party and on the government. Reparations are treated as the cure for inequality, but they are not. Successful blacks such as actor Danny Glover and author Ta-Nehisi Coates call for reparations during a period in our history when illegal aliens are being handed benefits intended for disadvantaged American citizens. They are draining resources and our economy at an alarming rate. However, Congress is not stepping in to wrong that right. Successful blacks, such as Danny Glover, have testified before Congress, and they continue to raise the issue. Why should blacks want to seek reparations in the 21st century when slavery was ended by the Civil War over 150 years ago in the first place? Why are Congress and others suddenly getting in on the act? Why? Because it's merely politics. Reparations should not be a topic of discussion in today's America. Progress and success should be our focus, as we strive to achieve the American dream. We should focus on keeping America great, not looking for another huge socialist payout. Congress should be reminding blacks that opportunities already exist for them, and they have existed for generations in this country. It is up to individuals to take advantage of these opportunities and strive to succeed. So let's flip the script from reparations to personal responsibility. The latter will bring about lasting results that a reparations check will never, ever do.